What is up, my friend? How are you doing today? Hope you're hitting that subscribe and like button if you haven't already. We got 3 things that I'm finding that hold writers back or hold authors back, and I'm going to share with you today. I've only been in this spot, in this space, for a limited period of time. And I can tell you right now, there are a few things that have been mind-boggling to me. And one of them is, and these aren't the 3 things. This is not one of the 3 things. This is just something that I just popped in my head that I want to share with you. I still cannot understand the attraction with a traditional publishing deal. I mean, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this because that's not what the whole video is about. But it's like, we all know you can find places online where people who received traditional publishing deals will tell you they got an advance, they didn't earn out, and they're hoping to, maybe get another deal with someone else. You'll see that advance is sometimes, $10,000, $5,000, whatever $1,000. Yet everyone is like chasing this holy grail of a traditional publishing deal. I don't get it. I mean, maybe I don't know, but that's not. Let me get off that thing and get on to what we're here. The 3 things that hold people back as authors. Let me share those with you. Number one is we are into the world of academia. And by that I mean, we want to get the theory right, but not the application. We want to be right on paper, but not right in our lives. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, you go to school, and I say that because everyone, I don't know if you've had this situation, but basically, when I was looking to be a professional musician, I'll never forget this. My voice teacher in college told me to sing a certain way. You have to support your voice with your diaphragm. You have to make sure that your instrument is straight. Make sure that the pipe, everything that's coming out is in this perfect place, whatever. And that's how you get good grades and sing in college. I went to an audition. I will never forget that. My first audition in Los Angeles. And, I'm pretty decent at what I do. And so I'm singing with all this, perfect, whatever. And I'm progressing through the auditions, but I'm noticing that I'm kind of always the second to third last to be picked. And the ones that are being picked are the ones that I'm like watching them in my hoity-toity college, fresh out of college energy, going, they'll never beat me. They're singing it wrong. They're belting and it's uncontrolled and it sounds so blah, 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 blah. Yet they're getting picked before I am. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Luckily, I've got survival skills thanks to my sisters and my parents. And I switched it up. I said, let me just see what happens. If I throw all the whatever away and chin up and all this stuff away and just sing like regular, get a little belt. Maybe the technique is not right, but the energy is right? I do that. Suddenly I'm being called first and I get the job. That little adjustment changed everything. Now, if I would have stuck with everything that's, collegiately correct, I might not have gotten it. Just all that to say, as writers, we are in love with the theory and the idea of writing and not what actually connects us to our audiences and sells books most of the time. We know all the stats. We know all the outlines. We know all the people who did it and can't and all these things, yet we're not reaching anybody. So that's number one. I want you to think about that. If you see that out there in the space, please remember that story I just told you. Number 2, we don't have friend groups of other authors. And when we do, in those friend groups, we don't have friend groups of other authors that will say, yeah, I love you enough to tell you that's not very good.
Oh boy. It's like they think their videos are better than they are, honestly. And that
Tell them, Jimmy, tell them.
I mean, they do that, and they have horrible friend groups because you really are like the type of YouTubers you hang around. It's getting people with the right YouTuber friend group that aren't and will actually tell them when their content's bad and like actually roast it and help them get better.
Now, whether you like my feedback or not, I'm just telling you, as another author that's writing with you, you can do better. Instead, we have friend groups of people who don't even write. We have friend groups and we ask people's opinions who have no idea what it takes to be an author, probably haven't read a book in the past 6 to 7 months, and they like you, but they don't know anything about your industry. Tell me, holla if you hear me. Tell me if this is resonating with you. All the people that you ask to review your book and take a look at your idea and read your manuscript or whatever, they're not in your industry. Yet we're depending our future and our lives and our art on people who have no idea how this industry works, haven't read a book in probably 6 to 7 months, but they're willing to give you opinion because you asked for it. So we need better friend groups, better people around us, not better, but people around us who understand our craft. Could you imagine a doctor or a dentist going to the lay person on the street and saying, you know, I'm getting ready to get this new insurance that's mandated by the whoever. It's for dentists specifically. And I've got these two companies, you know, there's A company and B company. What do you think? Which one do you think I should go with? And actually taking their advice? No. So you should neither. You should find a group of like-minded writers and authors and collaborate and ask them for advice and be willing to put on your tough skin. You know, your tough skins? I used to wear tough skins when I was a kid because we were broke. Y'all know what tough skins is good for you. Tough skins are good for you. It's a Sears knockoff jean anyway. But anyways, you need to get your tough skin on, get in the community, and lucky for you, on Monday we're starting one, and there'll be a link for that, you know, on Monday's video. But that's number one. Take advice from people who are not in our industry. And last but not least, the biggest one of all, number 3, we have a self-image problem, I believe. We don't believe that, you know, we can do it. And we don't believe that we're capable of doing it. We don't believe that we can sell books. We're happy with, you know, just publishing and having no one buy. We're happy with reaching a bestseller rank when that means like 2 sales because you're in an obscure category or something like that. And then never selling another book. That's not what we're supposed to be doing, y'all, in my opinion. We're supposed to be helping people. And in helping people, we have to understand our business and not just be okay with, okay, I got it out there. I don't know. For me, it's like, I got it out there is like walking into school, going back to the school reference, and not going to class. I was going to say not getting your degree but you know, I don't think you really need a degree to actually be successful. So that was a bad analogy. But we need to actually not only publish the book, but if we've written and taken time to make something that we feel can help people, we need to be aggressive in getting it out there. I know I've said that in other videos, but those are 3 things. Number one, we're super happy with being right instead of getting it right. Made that one up myself. Number 2, we have a friend group around our art that knows nothing about our art. And we ask them and we shape our writing based on people who know nothing about our industry. And number 3, we don't change that to have great friend groups or author groups, communities around us. I hope I did that in order. Did I do it right? Oh no. Number 3, we don't believe in ourselves. Number 3 I just said was kind of part of number 2. We don't believe in ourselves enough to get our message out, and we're happy with just getting it across the publishing line, which I want to encourage you is not enough. So all that being said, please just pay attention to those things. Don't even have to change them. I'm not going to ask you to change them unless you want to. Pay attention to those things. Surround yourself with people that maybe will help you change those things. You can join our group on Monday when that comes out if you'd like. But I want to encourage you to just examine your life through the next few days, like, and say, are any of these things that affect me? Are any of these things that are holding me back from my art? And if so, how can I move them out of my life? This has just been a service announcement because today I've been just thinking about those things, and I wanted to share them with you guys in hopes that it would help you. So hopefully that helps you today. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And then we have Sunday, and then Monday we launch our artist group. So hopefully you'll be a part of that as well if you want to be a part of that, where we attack all three of those. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you're having a good Friday. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Take later. Peace.